everyone. It's September 30, 2010. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. You know, after reading the papers over the past few days, several days, yep, today we're going to call this one, There's a Problem. 14 soldiers this year, alone so far this year, have committed suicide at Fort Hood. They're coming back from Iraq, from Afghanistan, from several deployments in a row. They're hurting mentally and physically, and we'll give them a pill. Now, there's a correlation here with the boys in the Stryker Brigade over in Iraq or Afghanistan. Afghanistan, actually, I think it was. They were keeping bones and fingers and a tooth as souvenirs of people they had killed. At least that's what the charges are. And now we find out there was a whole slew of drug use, you know. Well, if you're only hurt just this much, well, we'll give you a pill. And we'll give you another pill. And we'll give you more damn pills than they'd allow you to have back in the States, but hell, you're here fighting for us, and we'll give you a pill. Can you say drug-addled behavior, boys and girls? Benefiting whom? Supplied by whom? What does this say to the rest of the damned world about our leaders who are reporting that, gee golly, shucky darns, yeah, we know there's an anomaly, but, you know, everything's going fine because, well, we say so. And if we say so often enough and loud enough, and with the support of, you know, enough money from rich enough people who, you know, we're supporting with our policies and laws and enactments and tax cutting, why, if we tell you these things long enough, enough of you will believe it, that we'll keep getting elected and reelected, and that change that you got told about 2 years ago, we may change a name or a face here and there, but hell, the more things go, the more they stay the same. Isn't that about right here? We have a problem. Real problem. These guys are committing suicide and they're committing homicides. And they're highly trained at committing homicides. But if the generals and admirals and senators and representatives and all the joy boys there are, why, they ignore it, we ain't going to know about it until it comes to the front in a newspaper article. But the area around Fort Hood, well, they've had a big-ass crime wave over the past few years, a lot of homicides. Can you imagine when you have 45,000 soldiers and Fort Hood is a big-ass base? Well, you're going to have a few of them go off the deep end, sure. But you're not going to have 4 times the national average. Think about that, boys and girls. You got slewfuls of people returning, and you put them all in, you know, a highly concentrated area, and then you give them more pills. Well, some of them are going to kill people. Hell, a lot of them are going to kill people, and because they've known for months and years, because, you know, well, we'll deploy them 2 or 3 times, that essentially what we're doing over there is immoral and it's wrong. We're picking targets pretty much out of thin air, and then we drone bomb them, and half the time we get a lot of kids, and these are kids, and they're committing suicide, people. They're dying twice. They die over there inside. They die over here physically. I don't know about you. I think it's wrong. I think it's a real disservice to them, especially the them, and it's committed by people who've never served, never been in harm's way, but are all too willing to send somebody else's kid and then get reelected. I don't know about you, but I think it's a pretty scummy deal set up by a bunch of scum suckers who really have no clue anymore what it's like out here. For you guys, the veterans, I love you. Bless your hearts. Thank you for your service. And for you scum suckers who keep sending them into harm's way for no damn good reason, well, I'm not going to say what I want to. But any of you who get this, and I hope a lot of people send it to you, you know damn well what I think. You're scum. You're doing it for no good reason but to get reelected, to stay in power, and to ship lots of money to your buddies. I'm Dwight Schmuck. That's the Schmuck Look. Peace, everybody.